Welcome to Perfectville, your first place podcast for your third place coming off a bye. Haven't lost in 3 weeks. Miami Dolphins, part of the BLEAV Network, presented by Fanduel. I am Sam Marcoux, and he's the two-time Hall of Famer. Of course, I'm talking about the good doctor himself, Dr. Christopher Cullen. Doctor, how in the hell are you, my friend?
I'm awful. I hate everything. Just kidding. That's a shtick. That's my gimmick. Sam, I'm great. Samuel, I'm great. It's good to see you. It's good to be back. I rushed home from work, new job, promotion. Awesome to be here. Threw in my Dolphin swag. I'm excited to hate some shit.
It is a shtick. This is the 9th annual Hatesgiving Day Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our drinks in the air. I've got Aronde Baxton covering the can. Chris Cullen is sipping on a little something. He just gave me a fantastic precursor to what's about to happen here on the 9th annual Hatesgiving Day Parade. He hated everything about the end of his day, but he's here now. We're going to download. We're going to rant. We're going to vent. We're going to incite. Our cauldron of hate has been boiling. Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of Perfectville, for many, many months. Christopher Cullen has been MIA. I have hated that. You have hated that. Everybody has hated that, including Chris. So he is ready to unload and pop off, as the kids might say. Let's get it started, Chris. Why don't you go first? Let's just get it right out of the cannon. What is it that you hate?
I hate a lot of things, Sam. And this is the 9th year we're doing this. And this is the 9th time that I planned 0 things. So I'm absolutely winging this. But you know what? I hate that it gets dark during my fucking lunch break. Okay? It is dark as shit at 5:10 as I'm driving home from work with my high beams on, the other people's high beams on, blinding me in back road curves in North Carolina. I fucking hate how dark it gets this early.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that it's so funny because we changed the time. We have this whole daylight savings time, which dates back to the early world wars, and it made sense at the time. Doesn't make sense now. What's funny is we go through all of this trouble to change the clock twice a year. We put it forward, we put it backwards. We don't even need to do that anymore, but it's because we wanted to have as much daylight as we possibly could during the work time when we didn't have electricity. Well, we have fucking electricity, ladies and gentlemen. We have sun-powered electricity. We have wind, we have air, we have regular good old-fashioned electricity in all these buildings. We don't need to change the times back and forth. You know what you could do? You could just wake up an hour earlier, go to work a little earlier, and change your work hours, and then you can get off earlier and you could have daylight. It's so fucking dumb that we even have daylight savings time. I think I hate that. That wasn't even planned, but jumping on your hatred, I happen to agree, Chris.
Well, and that's a way to start, right? Let's start on something everybody fucking hates. There's like a pocket of Arizona that says, fuck daylight saving. We're not doing this. So there's like literally a city right now, like, or a state or part of a state where north of it, south of it, east of it, west of it, it's a different time than they are. Cause they're like, we're not doing this shit. It's too much to think of, too much to keep track of. Let's just keep the time the fucking time. Like, why is it dark at 5? I just ate dinner or ate lunch.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense, but here's the other thing. Why are you the only state that doesn't participate, Arizona? Get on fucking board. I hate that you think you're so cool and you're so good that you could just change the rules for just yourself. Fuck you and fuck that. No, I hate Arizona.
Yeah, fuck Arizona. Your football team, your colleges suck. You just go there to party. It's 150 degrees. You cook an egg on the road. Like Arizona Wildcats and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Oh, watch out for these guys with a fucking cartoony looking mascot. I hate Arizona.
Yeah, speaking of the sun, I hate cartoon suns that wear sunglasses. It makes no sense to me. It's not fun in the cartoon sense of the word. The sunglasses on a sun, the whole reason why we wear sunglasses is to protect us from the sun. It'd be like me wearing Sam glasses because I just need to protect myself from other Sam. It doesn't make any fucking sense, Chris. I hate cartoon suns that wear sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly. That's just ridiculous. That'd be me, having an oxygen blocker on me because I need oxygen. Like, what are we doing? Why is the sun wearing sunglasses? God damn, this is 4 minutes in and I am pissed.
We're fired up. We're fired up here in the town of Perfectville, presented by Fanduel. And I hate that I've had to relearn that and recheck our title sponsor almost every single episode that I have been doing and producing and performing on. This season, Chris, I have almost messed that up every single intro. And you know that to be true for the few times that you've been on the show, that you've been able to be on the show this season. I hate the fact that my brain sucks and I can't think of the new sponsor. It takes like a year for that shit to just fall into place and be muscle memory. But shout out to the fine people at Fanduel. I think it's Fanduel.
Yeah, it's right there on the screen. You're Fanduel.
What else do you that is very helpful, actually. I don't hate the fact that it says FanDuel right there on the screen. That is very helpful. I didn't know that until right now, and I hate myself for not knowing that after 4 months of them sponsoring the show. Chris, what else do you hate?
Well, Sam, this actually happened today. So this happened today. Of course, we're a couple days out from Thanksgiving, and I work in retail. I'm a branch manager at a bank. So people, it's so cliche. It's, oh, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? You cooking? You hosting? And like everybody tells you they're going to their kid's house or they're cooking. But something happened today, and I realized how much I hate it. Someone told me today, oh, we're going out to eat. And they are just classic white American citizens going out to eat on Thanksgiving. You are going, first of all, why is a restaurant open on Thanksgiving? Like, that is so fucked up to be open on Thanksgiving and make these fucking $2 an hour workers come in on Thanksgiving to feed Karens that don't want to cook, that don't want to clean, and they go in and undertip these just miserable assholes that are out there working at a steakhouse or at a restaurant. Like, I can understand if it's like an ethnicity that doesn't like celebrate it or something like that, and they're open, fine. Like a Chinese restaurant on Christmas, that's fine. They're going to an American steakhouse. So that means there are just like poor bastards being conned into coming into work on Thanksgiving because you want to be an asshole and go out to eat on Thanksgiving. Cook a fucking turkey, Karen. It's not hard. It's very easy to do. Make a couple sides. There's even canned versions of it. Make it easy. You want to be, and she was proud of it. It made me so mad. She's like, oh, we're going now. And I was just like, fuck you. I hate everything about you going out to eat on Thanksgiving.
On the plus side of that, though, the workers probably get, time and a half for coming in on Thanksgiving. So they'll get $4 an hour for serving these people. So they have that going for them, Chris. But I think you're right. You make a very valid point about going out to eat on Thanksgiving. If there was ever a time to stay home, it would be a national holiday where it is basically around cooking food for you and your loved ones. But speaking of which, you triggered a thought. I thought about this yesterday, and I forgot that I thought about this yesterday. But now I'm thinking about what I thought about yesterday. And now I want to tell you what I'm thinking about, what I thought about yesterday that I almost forgot what I was thinking about. And that's the fact that I hate that people send me pictures via text message of the food that they are going to eat for Thanksgiving or anything else. Fuck that. I don't need to see that shit. I got one yesterday of a spatchcocked turkey. For those that don't know, you can Google it, but there was a spatchcocked turkey, and he was so excited to show me this turkey that I'm not going to eat, Chris. He didn't invite me over to partake in this cooked spatchcocked turkey. No, he's just like, check out this filleted out turkey that looks like it's about to get fucked, and you don't get a chance to eat it. I'm going to eat it. You're not going to eat it, but I'm going to send you a picture of what I'm eating, and you're not going to be able to participate. Fuck that. I don't need that. You know what I do need? I need better friends who, if they're going to send me pictures of food, are going to invite me over to partake in that food. Leave that shit to yourself. Nobody cares that you're eating turkey on Thanksgiving. We're all eating turkey on Thanksgiving, except for the people that go to the steakhouse that Chris was talking about. So leave the pictures to yourself. Post them on your Facebook. People will like it because they're like, oh, I like that person, whatever. But don't send it to me via text. I don't need it unless I'm going to eat it. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. It's like teasing you. That'd be like, there's somebody about to like do a line of coke or bang a model and send a picture like, well, look what I'm about to do. And you're like, cool. I'm sitting here, watching a rerun of like a Sunday night football game from 2 years ago by myself. Thanks for sending that to me and ruining my night. Really appreciate that. You know what I hate, Sam?
Go ahead. Oh, well, I was going to say, meanwhile, I'm eating, day-old pizza that's been in the refrigerator while I look at your text of your amazing filleted out, spread out turkey. Fuck that. I don't need that. Sorry, Chris.
And I'm going back to you because you know what? This whole like thing about the spatchcock. As someone who cooks a lot and I look into videos, I look into recipes. Fuck you. Okay. Like you cut a fucking spine out of a goddamn dead bird. I had a guy, I saw one of the videos. It was Dano's seasoning. He used a fucking Sawzall because he couldn't get through the bone with his knife. Hey, guess what? I've cooked turkeys without breaking their back like Bane and cutting their spine out, and it comes out juicy and moist and flavorful. This whole like, it's an even cooking surface because it's flatter and straight, and the smoke can go over the whole. Shut the fuck up. You're not in there. You're not in there while the smoke's traversing through the turkey, and you're like, whoa, it's standing up this high instead of this high, so the smoke penetrates it more. I hate the like foodie science guys that are all like, let me make a thing that's been perfect for 200 100 years and just like cut the spine out of the turkey and crush it down and be like, oh, well, even surface area. Shut the fuck up. Your turkey doesn't taste any differently than a normal standard smoked turkey. I know because I've made them.
And that's the math right there. At the end of the day, it still tastes like bird. And that's when you go through all of that homoerotic sexual thing of I'm going to hurt the turkey and break it and rip its guts out and look at it this way and lick the inside of it because it gives you a buzz while you have there and lick raw turkey. But at the end of the day, do you want white meat or do you want dark meat? That's what it boils down to. You're spending too much time flirting with the turkey. Sorry, Chris. Move on. What do you hate?
So I'm going to stick with turkey.
Okay.
Because somebody today was a day, right? Like obviously I've had a day. So today someone went to a barbecue restaurant and came back and said, they sell fully cooked smoked turkey breasts. And when I asked them for, do you have any? They were sold out. It's 48 hours from Thanksgiving, the only time of year we actually eat turkey.
Correct.
And you're wondering why they're sold out of fully cooked turkey breasts, full turkey breasts. You're wondering why they're sold out. And you're asking on Tuesday afternoon, a day and a half before the event, the day of making turkeys. And you know what that means, Sam? That means they wanted to cheat the system. And it's a little bit like going out to eat. You want some restaurant to do the work for you. And what are you going to microwave the turkey? What are you going to put in the oven anyway? You got to heat it up. Just take a couple more hours and do it yourself. They're 29 cents a pound. If you spend $40 at grocery stores, I got a fucking 14-pound turkey for $4, Sam. And yeah, I got to thaw it out. I got to pat it dry. I got to season it. And I'm going to cook it for 3 hours on my smoker. Guess what? You did almost exactly the same thing, except the seasoning and less cooking time. Just make your own turkey, but don't be surprised a day and a half of Turkey Day, they're out of turkey.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
Hang on, Chris. I got to cancel my reservations for Thursday. I had a really good dinner plans, but I have it on good authority that I shouldn't be doing that if I want to keep friendships. So let me just go ahead and cancel that. Wow. I'm going to switch here, but we are still talking about food. So I want to bring up a couple other food items, not necessarily pertaining to Thanksgiving, but food in general. There's a lot to hate about food. But one of the things I hate the most is the word curd. C-U-R-D, curd, like cheese curd. I don't like the word curd. I like cheese curds. They're delicious. They taste absolutely bananas good. But I hate the name because curd sounds like turd. And I don't want to eat turd. Turd would be something that would be gross for me to eat. So I hate the word curd. It's not a good word for anything. In fact, I don't like any word that rhymes with word. Bird, curd, absurd. I don't like any of them. Turd, obviously. I hate curd.
Yeah, that's a great point. If we're talking about foods, we should have it shouldn't be societally weird to change names of things that are just weird. Because when I hear curd, Sam, the only thing I think of is curdled milk. And that's disgusting. That looks absolutely like nasty. Vomit after chugging eggnog and White Russians, and you went out and spun around on the Gravitron for an hour. That's what cheese curds look like, or curdled milk looks like. So if you're going to name a delicious item, I agree with you, delicious item, let's change the name. Why not a cheese nugget or cheese ball?
Yeah.
Fried cheese. There it is.
Fried cheese.
There it is. We got cheese sticks. Mozzarella
cheese
sticks.
Spatchcock. I would go with cheese spatchcock. It's still better than cheese curd.
Yeah, and spatchcock, what a stupid fucking name.
It really is. It's just people want to say cock in a weird way. I think
you can't just say I want to split a turkey. Just say you're splitting a turkey. I'm spatchcocking it because they got to put a dumb name to it and just go viral with spatchcocking. Wow.
And it's the only way. It's the only place in society that you can use the term spatchcocking and not get thrown out of whatever establishment you're in. If you go to the store and you're like, man, I'd like to spatchcock that banana. They're like, get the fuck out of here, you pervert. You're on a list. You're on a banned list. You cannot come to Safeway anymore. But you can't do it. Spatchcock. That's it. Somebody wanted to say the word spatchcock because it sounded funny. And they're like, the only way I'm going to get away with this is if I attach it to some weird, crazy thing. I know I'll rip a turkey in half, fuck it, put it on the grill, and that way it'll taste like me when I eat it. That's kind of what that's
I guarantee you Art the Clown is going to spatchcock somebody in the next Terrifier movie because it's like so viral. It's just going to cut the spine. He's going to break the rib bones and use a sawzall to cut them in half. If anybody's seen those movies, it's absolutely gory and disgusting.
Here's one that I hate in real time, and I'm actually getting feedback on X as we talk. By the way, I hate that I call it X now. It's Twitter. Can we just go back to Twitter? It's so ridiculous that Elon Musk has to just do this. He insists on calling it X, and I was wondering when we were going to get to a point where people just started calling it X, not formerly Twitter, and we're there. People are now starting to just acquiesce to this. Just call it Twitter. Fight the establishment on this. In some cases, we need to change names of certain things, and others we absolutely do not. It's Twitter. But I hate the fact, Chris, and I think you wear this burden as well because you do not live in Florida either. But as a Miami Dolphins fan that is in California, that is out of the state of Florida, I hate the fact that I, for some reason, have to be the spokesperson for the team to anyone and everyone when anything happens for the Miami Dolphins. It's like Tua gets hurt. Oh, shouldn't he retire? I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I'm trying to take a dump here. Can you just like get out of the stall while I'm having my business? I'm trying. I
see your dolphin shoes.
Yeah, I'm mid spatchcock right now with a poo hanging out of my butt, and you want to know if Tua Tagovailoa should retire? Maybe you should retire from this conversation because I don't want to have this conversation with you. Like Race just mentioned on Twitter that he says, yeah, everyone always asks me every single week, hey, should I start Waddle this week in fantasy? I don't fucking know. Are they even playing? Like, leave me the fuck alone.
You like Matthew Berry?
You drafted him. You look at the reviews on ESPN, the app, and figure out if you want to start him or not. I'm not going to be responsible for your stupid decisions. I hate that I'm the spokesperson, that I'm like some sort of diplomat for the rest of the NFL. For the Miami Dolphins, simply because I don't live in Florida. It's like, you have the internet. Look it up yourself, motherfucker. Good Lord.
Man, you're pushing my buttons, and we do this every year. So if you're new to this is just listen to the other 8. This is what we do. So every time Sam and I are great co-hosts together because he'll say something and I'm like, oh, fuck that. That just brought up a memory that I am now going to hate next. Like I said, no paper. There's nothing planned. I'm just in here like winging this as we do. A week ago, Sam, actually it was this week. It's Tuesday. It was Sunday. I'm at the grocery store in my long sleeve Dolphins shirt because we can't lose. So no shit talk from the dumb Panther fans that don't know football. But I got to get beer because I'm watching football anyway. I mean, it's football Sunday. So I'm in line. I'm wearing my shirt. And this gentleman comes up and I just hear, hey, go Dolphins. And keep in mind, I'm outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. And I went, oh, cool. You from South Florida? No. I just, they were my team before the Panthers came here. Fuck you, dude. Like, so you're a Panther fan and a Dolphin fan because you live here, but you rooted for the Dolphins. The guy was like 55, so you can't tell me he like was a baby and like, oh, now I like the Panthers because I live here. You change teams. You can't have more than one team. I hate that you think you can. And then I go, hey, at least we can't lose today, right? And he goes, what, are we playing somebody easy? Fuck you. You're not a fan. You don't even know we're on the bye week. You didn't get my bye week joke. Like, that should be funny. If that's you at the grocery store, you're like, yeah, because we're on a bye week. We can't lose. Fuck yeah, because fins up, because we are actual Dolphins fans. Like, that guy probably sees a guy in a Raven shirt, and he goes, yeah, Raven up. And it's just
Raven like, flock.
Lamar Jackson, flock. I love Derrick Henry. Good guy. Yeah, where'd he go to college? I don't know. Yeah, fuck you. You're not a football fan. I can't stand. You started this conversation. You could have let me just walk out of the store. I was checking out. You could have let me go. Yep. Let me go. And I wouldn't be talking about you on my podcast right now a couple days later. But you had to go, oh, yeah, go Dolphins. And then you don't know ball. Like, I just stay out of it. Just be quiet. You don't have to. You're embarrassing yourself. And I hate it. I hate you.
So let's just put a pin in that, as they say, which, by the way, I hate that phrase. But I was at the store earlier today buying potato chips because I tried to make potato chip mashed potatoes. Hate it. Not good. Not a good cook. It was gross. I won't send you pictures. It basically looked like diarrhea, but it did taste delicious. It just didn't look presentable, right?
Sorry, you made mashed potatoes out of potato chips?
Yes, you take potato chips, you boil the water, you put the potato chips in the water, you smash it all up in potatoes.
It's like curdled milk.
No, that's what you should call it. That's what cheese curds. That's the name of what this dish should be called. This should be called curds because it didn't look great. It tasted delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Sour cream and onion mashed potatoes, fantastic. I'm gonna throw barbecue and I'm gonna try it again because fuck it, why not? I bought all the chips. Anyway, I'm at the store. I see somebody with a Miami Dolphins license plate, which looked brand fucking new. And this is my point. I'm wearing the logo today. You're wearing the logo today. a couple of weeks ago, I was not wearing any logos when we were 2-7, but we're now 4-7. So I fuck with it. And I hate the fact that I am excited, Chris, about a team that is 4-7 and statistically has like a 4% chance of making the playoffs. And yet here I am walking around like I'm the big shit because my team is 4-7 and we barely beat the Commanders in overtime in Spain. Like, what the fuck has happened to this franchise? What the fuck has happened to us that this mediocre, not even mediocre, less than mediocre franchise and team puts up a 4-7 record going into their bye, and we're all just like, yep, this is acceptable. Go us. I mean, I hate the fact that I'm blurry while I'm yelling about this. I'm getting too close to the camera. The camera can't keep up with me because my mind's just going all over the place and it's fucking up the camera as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, sorry about the blurriness. But I hate the fact that 4-7 is somehow acceptable for the Miami Dolphins and the Dolphins fan base. The citizens of Perfectville deserve better. And I hate that I'm excited about a 4-7 team, Chris. I hate it.
Sam, I hate to do this to you, brother. I fucking hate you. So you mean to tell me we're losing? You don't wear your shit, but you do when we win a couple of games in Spain?
Yeah.
You wear your
100%.
team. You wear your team.
Chris, what did I just say that I hated being? I hated being the spokesperson for the entire
You
team.
said a couple weeks ago, I fuck with it because we won a couple ago. Now I fuck with it. So you didn't wear it when we were losing.
No, of course I wasn't. It was in the closet. I was wearing Los Angeles Dodger stuff, two-time back-to-back World Series champions. Hang it in the rafters, baby. I was rocking the blue. I wasn't rocking the aquamarine and fucking coral or whatever our actual colors are. No, but that is now in the closet. And now that we've won a couple of games and we beat the Buffalo Bills,
I'm a fan.
Breaks off of them.
Yeah, we did.
I'm back. Just like you're back on the show. I'm back on the bandwagon, rocking the colors, bitch. Let's do this. I'm just saying, I just hate the fact that I'm excited about 4-7.
Yeah, well, we're exactly the same person. So I'm watching football last night. The Panthers game is on, and they are awful, by the way. They did 9 points.
Which is more embarrassing for us, right?
Yeah. And I was at the fucking game. Like, we're 17-0. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm walking out of here like a goddamn champ. This is great. Can we talk shit to all my friends all week? And then we shit the bed. Anyway, I digress. Last night, we are the same person, Sam. They put up the AFC playoff picture. And it said in the hunt. And there's the 4-7 Miami Dolphins. And I go, Charlotte, look, we're lurking. We're right there. We just need like 19,000 things to happen and win out against Tampa and New England and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't shit the bed against the Jets and Tyrod Taylor, who owns us, and the Saints, who just are weird. And it just, yeah. We're lurking. We need to, and I'm excited. Like, we're there. Our team picture's on the screen. We have a chance. 4%, but we have a chance. It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
I'm fucking pecker checking the Cardinals and Jags game. Like, come on, Cardinals, you can fucking do it. Like it's gonna fucking matter. Like, I don't understand what I'm doing here, but I'm walking around wearing this shit like it matters. And then people are like, should I start Waddle? I'm like, go fuck yourself. I'm taking the jacket off. This is
what we're gonna do. You know what we're gonna do. We're gonna win just enough to where we get the like 19th pick. Or every like really good player that could change our franchise is gone. We're going to reach on somebody or trade down when there is somebody there that we like, Earl Thomas or, draft Koamisi over Gronk. And that's going to be that. Jonathan Taylor is an MVP candidate. We picked Noah Ignabene over him. I mean, like, Chris Greer's gone, so maybe that'll change, but that's what's going to happen. We're not going to get the 8th pick, the 4th pick. We're going to get like 15, 17 and just be in the middle of the draft like always.
You know what I also hate? I hate the fact that we were 3-7 before this last victory against the Commanders, and we were 11th in the draft order. This is the year that nobody is great. Everybody's just okay, and the Miami Dolphins can't capitalize on this very narrow window in the NFL where nobody's fucking good, and we just have to be shitty as well. Like, thanks a lot, Miami Dolphins. Thanks, Chris Greer. Thanks, Mike McDaniel. Thanks, Stephen Ross. Thanks, Tua Tagovailoa. Thanks, Jalen Waddle. Thanks, fucking, Cameron Wolf, who covers the team. He's probably at fault, too, for some fucking reason. This is the year that nobody's good, including the Buffalo Bills, and the Patriots are kind of like, I mean, they're better than retarded like the rest of the AFC East right now. But this is the year that the Miami Dolphins really should have been the one like, okay, we're going to put our stamp on this thing and make a run. Nope, can't do it. Why? Because we suck. But yet here we are excited at 4-7. And now we go to 4-7 and we're 10th in the draft order. we're 3-7 and we're drafting in the middle 20 or the middle 10, middle 20. And then we win a game and we actually get fucking closer to the front. So who the fuck knows what's going on? What's up is down, dogs, fucking cats, all of it.
Yeah, well, and I hate something else too, and you made me think of it, and it's true because I do watch a lot of football. I love football; it's my favorite thing in the world. I can watch a random LSU Mississippi State game and know nobody in the team, but if it's a good game, I'm locked in. So I'm watching a ton of football, and I'm watching like the Chiefs suck. I'm watching the Bills get beat twice in a row or whatever, and Josh Allen turns the ball over after having 6 touchdowns. I hate that the NFL is fucking high this year. It is high. There's just random bad teams beating great teams not playing good. Aaron Rodgers broke his left wrist, but he's right-handed, but won't play, but he's slipping off cameras pregame. The NFL is fucking high. And I'm sorry. I know they're in the middle of fucking Minneapolis, but there's not enough national media shitting all over the Vikings for giving up on Sam Darnold for JJ McCarthy, who is by far the worst quarterback I've ever seen. I think a blind left-handed chipmunk can throw a ball better than him. And no one's talking about it. So I hate that. And I hate how little Seattle's being talked about because they're over there in grunge world with Sam Darnold lighting it up, and no one's talking about it. The NFL is high, and it's weird this year, but I'm here for it. It's chaos.
Yeah, well, I mean, you mentioned Minnesota and the fact that they are just ruining Jay Jettas, Justin Jefferson, as a wide receiver option for fantasy football, which leads me to something else that I hate here, which, by the way, you're listening to the 9th Annual Hatesgiving Day Parade here in the town of Perfectville, presented by Fanduel here on the BLEAV Network. Dr. Christopher Cullen, Sam Marcoux. We're talking everything we hate. And here's one more thing that I hate, Chris. I hate fantasy football, hard stop, end of sentence right there. But what I really hate is the fact that you and I faced each other in our home league, the okayest fantasy league ever, just last week. And I barely beat you, and I was trying. You were starting Joe Burrow, who hasn't played a game since week 2. You didn't have a wide receiver at all playing, and yet you still almost beat me. You're 0 for the season because you haven't even logged in. You weren't even there for the draft. Yet somehow me trying week in, week out has only 3 additional wins than you. I hate the fact that I'm trying so hard and I suck, and that you're not trying at all. And yes, you suck, but you're not even putting any effort into the sucking. It's just a natural suckage where I'm having to learn how to suck every single week. I hate the fact that fantasy football exists.
Yeah, well, and it's funny too because now it's a shtick because the gimmick is I'm not gonna even check it because I thought about it. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get on there, and then I went to log in and it's like that's not your password, and I'm like, fuck this. I'm on Yahoo for 3 leagues. I'm fully invested. I think the lowest I'm in is 3rd place in my 3 leagues. I'm in first in 2 of them. I'm in Jason Jennings' league. I'm in my league, and so I love fantasy football and I play it. So, but then it got to a point where I'm like, yeah, let me see if I beat somebody without even logging in because that'd be hilarious. And the fact that Burrow's starting, I'm like someone's grandma tried fantasy football for the first time. Yeah. I like Joe Burrow. He likes Skyline Chili, and I like that name. It rhymes with wheelbarrow, and that's what your grandfather picked me up in. And she just starts him because of his name is funny, and she wins some games. So at this point, it's I wanted my own what did you call it, the Vampire League or one of those leagues we talked. Yeah. At this point now, if I beat somebody, I'm logging in and I'm just gonna actually try, and I'm gonna take over the league.
One of those. Maybe we'll do that next year in the league. We'll just do a vampire league. I'll figure out how to make that happen in the ESPN app. This year, you're not allowed to have a New York Jet, and there's actually one person in the league who keeps trying to pick up New York Jets players off waivers every single week. And I'm like, you can't do that. So I have to go in as commissioner and take that person off of their team, throw them back in the dumpster. Well, they keep, look, there's Breece Hall, there's Garrett Wilson, and then every now and then, well, I need a kicker because of a bye week. So they go pick up Nick Folk or something. You fucking can't do that. Now, the problem is I'm giving them shit every time they do it. I logged in. I'm in 2 ESPN leagues. I logged in. I thought I was in my other league, which is my big money league. And I was like, what? Garrett Wilson's available? Somebody fucked up. And I logged in and I put him on my team and then realized it was our league, the okayest fantasy league ever. And I violated my own rule and everybody saw it. Well, except you. And they gave me a ration of shit, and rightfully so. So I hate that I did that. And a little bit of a new addition here to the Hatesgiving Day Parade. It's the 9th Annual Hatesgiving Day Parade. We're going to take a break here in just a little while. And when we come back, we're going to hear from you, the citizens of Perfectville, and everything you hate. And there's some there's some fucked up people out there, Chris. People that listen to the show, they got some problems. They got some issues. So we'll analyze their level of hatred, but we're not there yet. I do have a couple more. This one's actually near and dear to my heart. He was on the show not too long ago, but I hate the fact that Richmond Webb is a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame in 2025. Not that he doesn't deserve it. He absolutely deserves to be there. In fact, he should have been in a long time ago, which is why I hate the fact that we're celebrating the fact that he's a semifinalist in 2025. It is a crime against football humanity that this man was not put in on his first eligible year. He is the epitome of a Hall of Famer. He was on the all-decades team. He took Bruce Smith to school, not every single time they lined up, but enough that where Bruce Smith said this guy should be in the Hall of Fame. And when Bruce Smith, maybe the greatest defensive end in the history of football, says this guy should be in the Hall of Fame, maybe you should listen to him and not the writers who don't know what the fuck they're talking about or what they're doing. Richmond Webb is the definition of what a Hall of Famer is. Not just on the field, but in life. This is a guy that you want representing the NFL brand. He is the shield that they talk about so publicly and privately when it comes to the players and how they represent themselves and their image to the league. And yet somehow, some way, he has missed the boat every single year, and he's probably going to miss it again because these dumbasses don't know what they're doing. It's all going to be recency bias. It's going to be Drew Brees and Phillip fucking Rivers and Rodney Harrison and all these guys. But you know what? Fuck them. Richmond Webb should be in the Hall of Fame, and fuck the Hall of Fame and fuck all the writers who haven't put him in yet. I hate the fact that we're still having this conversation in 2025.
Yeah, not only that, for someone that is and was so beloved and important to a football team for so long, for him to be as open as he is with the fans, like the guy is like, I'll look and I'm like, oh yeah, Richmond Webb just wished me happy birthday, like on Facebook. Like there's a picture of him and his family, and he's grilling out and just like, hey guys, hope you have a great weekend. And I'm like, this guy's fucking awesome. Like he's fucking awesome. And the fact that he is on our stadium forever and not even considered like in the Hall of Fame is crazy. When Bruce Smith is a first ballot Hall of Famer and he knows more than anybody because he went against him twice a year, every year while he played. And he's like, absolutely fucking Hall of Famer. Like, I know what a Hall of Famer player is because he played against him.
Yeah.
Like literally he played against him. Not even like they were both left tackles and he respected his game. He had to game plan and play against this motherfucker for 10 plus years. If anyone knows, it's a first ballot Hall of Fame defensive end that had to go against who should be a Hall of Fame left tackle. Period. End of story. And I hate it too. Thanks for pissing me off again.
Yeah, well, sorry about that, but I did have a conversation with Armando Salguero on the Fish Tank Live last Wednesday. Shout out to the boys from the Fish Tank Live who actually allowed me to come on and rant about Subarus, which I didn't realize Travis Wingfield was a proud owner of a 2015 Subaru Impreza, so I went nuts, and then he gave me the what for the next day via text. Sorry, Trav. But Armando brought in a lot of good insight as to what this whole process is when it comes to voting, because he's the guy for Miami that has to stump for Miami Dolphins players. What Armando did this year, shout out to Dan Marino. Not Dan Marino, Dan Marino, who's overseas and chopped up basically every single play that Richmond Webb had against Bruce Smith from rookie season until he retired, and actually cut it together as some sort of movie. You can find it on YouTube and put it out there. Armando sent that to everyone else and said, watch this. Watch Richmond Webb against the beloved Bruce Smith and tell me this isn't a Hall of Famer. If this is what gets it over the hump, it'll be yet again another fan who has figured out a way to crowdsource the proper people and the proper way of getting him into the Hall of Fame. So the irony of a guy named Dan Marino protecting Richmond Webb's blind side to get him into the Hall of Fame is not lost on me. I love the coincidence. I love the irony. Shout out to Dan Marino. I hate a lot of things, but I don't hate that. Let's hope it works. I have a feeling it won't, and I'm going to hate it, but let's hope it works. Let's hope I'm wrong.
Wow, Sam, look at you. You're getting empathy in as we go through this, almost a decade in, and we're in Hatesgiving, and you're like, you know what? I actually love this. I actually love Dan Marino. And at first, I thought you got the name wrong. And I'm like, that's not possible. That's not possible at all. Because Sam Marcoux knows how to say Dan Marino. But it's Dan Marino. That is the most ironic, hilarious fucking thing possible. And if that gets him into the Hall of Fame, holy shit. We need to get Dan Marino on Perfectville.
I agree. I'm going to give you one more thing that I hate that I just saw right before, and then I'm going to let you close this out on the first segment because we're already running long, but that doesn't surprise me. It's been a long time since you and I have been in the studio together. And of course, we're talking about our favorite thing, which is stuff that we hate. But I the fact that there's a commercial out there. I already forgot the company, so that's how ineffective it was. But it was Zach Thomas. Yes, that Hall of Famer, Zach Thomas, that we helped crowdsource way back when to get into the Hall of Fame. Not just us, but we did help. They did some sort of like hidden camera where he was a super fan named Dan, and he walked in onto the bus and he's wearing this obviously orange wig and beard and all this, and everyone's all happy. And then the big reveal is he pulls everything off, and it's Zach Thomas, and he's riding the bus with all of these guys, including people. It was their first Dolphins game ever. They're probably born after Zach Thomas played, and they're like, this is the greatest day of my life. And I hate that guy, and I hate everybody on that bus, and I hate it because that would never happen to me, Chris. I'm a big Zach Thomas fan, not as much as you, but we are huge Zach Thomas fans. We had a campaign to get him into the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of just legal trouble that I'm still in with the Pro Football Hall of Fame in terms of I need to stay a certain distance away from their accounts and away from that building because I was harassing them for a couple of years. I love Zach Thomas. I love that he's in the Hall of Fame. I love that he's actually starting to do things with the fans now. It feels like he's coming out of his shell a little bit, but I hate the fact that you and I don't get to partake. I hate it.
Yeah, good things don't happen to us when it comes to that. That's just, I mean, motherfucker, we were going to go to Vegas for the NFL draft and fucking COVID happened, a pandemic. So, yeah, good things will not happen to Sam or I. Maybe it's because we hate so much stuff.
Maybe that's it. Maybe we just need to have a better outlook. Maybe we need to read The Secret. I hear good things about that book, but maybe I'll read it. Actually, one more thing before we go to break here, Chris. I'm going to let you started this up. I'm going to let you at least close out this first section of the show. Anything else that you need to get off your chest, just sitting in there that needs to explode out all over the faces of the world, what would it be?
Yeah, I'm going to use this opportunity to talk to our own fan base, and it's the ones that are actively wanting to tank and are mad when we win football games. Fuck you. Like, literally, I hate you. There's nothing more worse than a fucking quote unquote fan that is pissed off that we win a football game. Okay, it might affect draft picks. You know how many first overall picks have not worked out? How many third overall picks have not worked out? I don't give a fuck about draft pick position because you know what? I'm not a fan of watching the NFL draft. I mean, I watch it, but like, am I a fan of the NFL draft? No, I'm a fan of the Miami Dolphins winning football games. I feel better. I'm happier. My family and the party on Sunday when we win is a much better vibe. So I want to win football games because I want to hear good things, see good highlights all week when I'm watching my sports shows. I don't want to lose ever. And if you want our team to lose, go fucking root for another fucking team. Like, you are not a fan. You're not a fan. A fan of a team wants his team to win always. Like, were we mad when Greg Camarillo scored against the Ravens to give us one victory because it could have possibly affected our draft? But no. Wade Hazenga was crying in the booth because we gotta win. Wins are fun. And if you don't want to win, and not only that, if you're an active piece of shit on social media that is just like retweeting and shitting on positive fans that like or happy about a win or happy Jalen Waddle had a good game or happy that Devon Achane is the leading rusher in the NFL, fuck you. Like, literally, fuck you. I don't care. Don't listen to our show. Doesn't bother me. You're not a fan. I want fans to listen to our show. So I hate that. I hate those fans that want us to lose and actively root against anything positive this organization does.
You know what else I hate, Chris? Our sponsors. And you're going to hear from them right after, and we'll be back right after these words. And we're back. Sam Marcoux and the two-time Hall of Famer, back at the house, his house, blowing that smoke, just exfoliating all of that hatred out of his lungs. Of course, I'm talking about the good doctor himself, Dr. Christopher Cullen, here on the BLEAV Network, presented by Fanduel. Just talking about everything that we hate. We've just gotten off our chest. We just went about 40 strong, doing about 3/4 of a football game, just airing it out, looking like duper Clayton and Marino back in the day, just throwing these 50-yard bombs of hate, Chris, I feel better. Do you feel better?
Yeah, it's like therapy. Every time we do Hatesgiving Parade, it's therapeutic. I get done, and when we end the show, hey, have a good one, man. Thanks for getting on. Yeah, cool. I go sit on my couch and I just, the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, like, and he just smiles and looks off in the distance. It's the one with Brad Pitt. Yeah, Hollywood, something Hollywood. That's me. I just sit there, light a cigarette or hit my vape, and I just go, man, I hate a lot of stuff, and that was nice. Like, that was nice. There's just something about things you hate that like, you want to tell people how much you hate it, and it's fun doing it. It's really fun. It's really fun.
It is a lot of fun. And we're not the only ones that hate things. We're not the only ones that want to tell people what we hate. So a little bit of we're evolving. We're just human beings looking to evolve up that evolutionary scale of hate. It's not just Sam. It's not just Chris. There's all kinds of people out there that hate all kinds of different things. And we wanted to hear from you. Yes, you, the citizens of Perfectville. So we're going to have this segment all about the citizens of Perfectville and everything that they hate. And in order to do this, I'm going to have to do something that I hate, Chris. And that is I'm going to have to put on my glasses because I'm old as shit now and I can't see. So in order to read these tweets, in order to read these skeets, these blue skies, shut up. I know you're looking at me like he looks like my lesbian aunt. And in order to read these Reddit comments, I know I'm right here. Got you a gift card to TGI Fridays for Christmas, just so you know.
Thanks, Aunt Tony. Rest in peace.
But in order to do all this, I got to put this shit on, and I hate it. But whatever. So let's get through this. So people are participating that are Dolphins fans, people that are participating that are journalists covering the Miami Dolphins. And then we have people that are just not in the Miami Dolphins world that I scoured the internet and found their cauldrons of hate. And there's some good ones out there. So let's start. Are you ready, Chris, for the first celebrity hatred entry into the Hatesgiving Day Parade?
Born ready. Bring it to me, baby.
All right. This one comes from our very favorite person, Omar Kelly, at Omar Kelly. This is from September of this year. He says, I hate when I ask people things on Twitter and they don't respond to me. Now I know how you guys feel.
I hate Omar Kelly. So good. No one should talk to that asshole.
Moving on. This is from at rancid_Rick. I hate the influx of AI animal videos online. Now, keep in mind, I don't disagree with his premise of things that he hates here, Chris. But it's interesting that his profile picture is clearly AI.
I was literally going to mention how much I hate his fucking profile picture. So that is awful. That is just not. There's nothing. Is it the chin strap beard, like, and the teeth and the mouth, like, ready for a cock to go into it? Like,
this is the human version of curd, is what this is. Rancid_Rick. Let's move on. This one, I love this one. I know this is Hatesgiving, but I love this one, Chris. We're gonna move on. This is from Kaylee at Josh Allen's GF girlfriend. Now, this was posted right after they lost Thursday night to the embarrassing Houston Texans. She says, I hate this team. 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 And then she got character limited there. But Kaylee, aka at Josh Allen's girlfriend, hating the Buffalo Bills. And I look, for the first time in my life, Chris, I happen to agree with a Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah, and I also hate that she lowercased all the names. Like, go to school. Buffalo obviously doesn't teach you that names should be capitalized. Her own name and Josh Allen are all lowercase, and that pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah,
but she's capitalizing all the words.
Yeah, the entire tweet itself is in caps. Yet the proper noun of her name and her handle, no capitalization. I mean, it's Buffalo education. What are you going to do, Chris? You're just going to have to move on. That's all you can do. All right. Moving on to the next one. This comes from Travis Wingfield, our boy Travis. Now, this is not a tweet. This is a skeet because this comes from his Blue Sky, his official Blue Sky handle, wingfieldnfl.bsky.social. Let me tell you about something I hate, a handle like that. But this says, more of a me problem than the situation itself, but I really hate when courses jam a random player with you mid-round. I'm cruising along, 3 over through 11, then a random single shows up because his foursome dipped. And then basically he says he played like shit after that. So I think I hate Travis Wingfield now, Chris. I mean, talk about first world problems. This guy's golfing during the bye week of the fucking Miami Dolphins, who he is paid to cover week in, week out, and he's golfing in November, and he's mad that a stranger happens to be paired next to him. You know what, Travis? I say this with love, but go fuck yourself, buddy. That's not a thing you should be hating on. I think we all hate you for this skeet right here.
Who joins a golf team or group 7 holes away from being done?
That's also true. He's not wrong. I just don't.
I'm not. But I love how like he's flexing that he's only 3 over. By the way, and this guy fucked up my flow, and that's why I suck. Sure,
there's a lot of superfluous information in there that doesn't need to be there for the actual hatred here. I appreciate Travis for being a part of Hatesgiving here, but he threw in that 3 over through 11. Like, I'm 3 over through 1. I don't need that shit. I don't need to know how good you are at golf. On top of the fact that you are getting paid for everybody else's dream job, a fan's dream come true. I fucking hate Travis right now.
I really hate that I'm golfing in November because the Dolphins don't have a game for me to cover. And this guy comes in 7 holes away from finishing, and now I suck. This is terrible. It's terrible that the golf greens are immaculate because it's 80 degrees in November.
Don't you hate it when they put the pin position at number 2 instead of number 3? It makes it for a harder putt in November. All right.
Yeah,
well,
that's a me problem.
At least he's self-aware, sort of. All right.
Yes.
Moving on. Going back to the good old Twitter days. This comes from at Jure, and I don't know who she is, but I looked it up, and she says, Chris, I hate when it stink. Like, why do stuff have to stink? What the fuck? That shit like crazy. Yeah, I agree. Why does shit gotta stink, Chris?
Yeah, that is crazy. I hate when it stinks. What
this
is
one
it?
made me laugh. I don't know why it made me laugh. So it's just like, lack of punctuation, lack of anything. It's just like, but I hate when things smell
like, why
like,
do stuff have to stink? Right.
Why do they have to stink?
That's just awful. Like, farts should smell good. Like, that's what are we doing? Evolution? Can we eat more of a diet to make our stinky butthole smell better? Like,
if y'all would stop eating cheese curds and spatchcocked turkeys, we'd have less stink for Jure to be mad about.
Sorry, Jure.
All right, let's move on. This comes from B Lawrence 38. This is actually I don't know what you would call it, but this is actually a Reddit post. And B Lawrence 38 says, I hate Kyle and his goddamn Honda going up the street every night going like people give a shit.
Yeah, those cars actually suck. Like, and I couldn't even imagine being the person that drives that constantly. Like, I'm just gonna go get milk on Sunday. Like, how do you not want to just drive it off a cliff after like an hour? Like, that would drive me fucking crazy. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Shout out to B Lawrence 38. I don't know who you are. You posted
Kyle.
this over 5 years ago. As you see on there, this is hatred from over half a decade ago, Chris, but it resonates with every single person. I don't know who Kyle is, but I have a Kyle on my street who's doing that Honda brap shit as well. And I fucking understand. So this is universal hatred. This should be banned in every country, and you should be thrown in jail without due process if this were to happen to you. I agree. All right,
Kyle.
All right, let's moving on. This is from some KC_Lahan, also from Reddit. I hate baked beans.
Yeah, no, you're not making them right. You're not making them right. You got to make baked beans. You got to put some love into it. That's barbecue seasoning, yellow mustard, a little bit of barbecue sauce. Mix it up. And here's the kicker, Sam. I did not know this was coming, and this was not planned. But do yourself a favor and go to the store and buy yourself some apple pie filling. Apple pie filling in a can. Rough chop it up and mix it with your baked beans. Put it on a smoker with a bacon. I'm that guy now. I'm the spatchcock turkey.
Yeah, you're spatchcock.
Yeah,
over here.
Top it with bacon and smoke it. It is fucking delicious. And you're like, apple pie and baked beans? Fucking do it. And believe me, I went to Europe and I was thinking, baked beans were their Irish breakfast. They must taste like different. Nope, it's just baked beans with eggs, and it's fucking disgusting. It's rancid.
Yeah, you're like Rancid Rick. And I love that was a good flex too. That was your 3 over through 11 moment. I went to Europe, and here's what I found out. Like you're not better than us. Maybe you are, but still. Fuck off, Chris. All right. But you're also right. Casey's doing the baked beans thing wrong. There's ways to make baked beans better than what she's doing. So
can we go back to Casey?
This comes we're going back to Twitter. This is actually from about a year ago. What's that?
Can we go back to Casey real quick?
Yeah, let's go back to Casey. Why not?
Can we talk
Sure.
about these parents that name their fucking kids Casey, but they spell it like that? Like, we get it. You're cool. You're different. It sounds the same. No.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, come on. If it's Amy, it's AMY, not AIMEE. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hate her parents for doing that to her. That's unless she went on her own and changed it herself, like some people.
Because you just know at Starbucks are gonna be like Kachi, Kaisi.
Yeah,
you just spell it right.
Yeah,
CASEY. Like that. That's
she spelled baked beans correctly. At least she didn't throw a Y in there somewhere. So at least she got that. She
uppercased the first letter of the sentence. So I appreciate
she did.
That.
It's very a proper noun. Baked is somebody's first name apparently. Baked, and then beans is just her dog. Baked beans. That's what she doesn't like. Yeah. Okay.
Her dog is high.
Well, speaking of high, this is this account is high. This is Mika, Alex Unknown. The top 8 things that I hate. Number 1, salt. Number 2, garlic. Number 3, mirrors. Number 4, traffic. Number 5, crosses. Number 6, not being invited in. Number 7, sunlight. Number 8, wooden stakes. I think this may be a vampire reference there, Chris, which I didn't know when I pulled this, so I hate myself for falling for this dumb shit. But this is all the things that vampires hate, I suppose. So Mika, Alex Unknown is perhaps.
Why do vampires hate traffic?
I don't know. Maybe
the
that's
other
just
ones
one
make sense.
Well, I mean, maybe this is like a meta joke.
Top 8. You had to fill in his top 8. Like, let's do a top 10. Let's do a top 5.
I think.
Why are we doing a top 8?
I think it's a meta joke because everybody hates traffic. So I think that they just threw that one in there. But yeah. I hate this tweet.
By the way, I hate
What's
that? It's 8. I hate that it's 8.
Yeah, we're not doing elite tweet, but this would be a delete tweet in my book.
And with the Wii character as your profile picture.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, let's get one more here. And I would be remiss if we didn't have this guy on here. He's been awesome for so many different ways. He follows the show. He harasses all the guests when they come on the show. He writes these amazing write-ups for the okayest fantasy league ever. And I want to make sure he gets all of his props because Raced has been nothing but fantastic since the inception of the show. And he says, I hate writing power rankings for an absentee audience in my fantasy league. Well, I think we covered that in the first segment. Yes, you're absolutely right, Race. We're here. We're just not there. But your fans are absolutely. I love it. I love the fact that he does these and he doesn't do them with AI. But I hate the fact that we're not very good friends of his to really respond or read them. But yeah, what do you think of Raced getting after us? Raced roasting us.
Yeah, I forgot about Race actually.
He's gonna love that.
He tweeted me today.
He's gonna love the fact that you forgot about him.
He still types those things. What a fucking moron! Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, go read a book. Start a food truck. What are you doing?
He's from Wisconsin, man. He's got curds to cheese.
Hot cheese.
Well, shit, man. This has been a lot of fun. I always enjoy getting all of this off my chest. It's the 9th annual Hatesgiving Day Parade. Dare I say our best one yet? This is we covered a lot of ground here,
and mainly about food. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, don't lie to him. I mean, he's an okay individual. He's as far as people go, he's 4-7, and as we've talked about, we're very excited for 4-7. So. There it is. One last thing to hate on. I have the new logo. You have the old logo. I guess we both, by proxy, hate the 90s cartoon dolphin logo, correct?
Oh, awful logo. Awful logo. It looks like a fucking Looney Tune. It's awful. Like, it's up there with the sun wearing sunglasses.
It's a dolphin wearing a helmet that was on the side of a helmet for a team called the Dolphins. So it's 100% sunglasses on a sun.
At least it's not a buffalo on a helmet for the Bills.
Look, it would be awesome if the Buffalo Bills came up with an alternative jersey and it's just like past due on a bunch of letterhead on the side of their helmet. Like, that would actually be fucking scary. That would be terrifying, and it would make sense with what their actual name is supposed to be, and not just it. I don't know. We've talked about the Buffalo Bills.
No, what was that? What was that? That horrible show, Conjunction Junction.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What was that?
Yep.
What was that called?
I don't fucking know. I'm just pretending like I know.
Okay. Yeah, stupid. Where he's like, I'm a Bill, and it's just like a rolled up paper. That should be on their helmet.
Yeah. That
he's
would be
just
good.
Like, I'm a Bill. That's what I am.
I got one other thing I got to say that I hate because this came up, and there's a new movie that just debuted a couple days ago called Holiday Touchdown on the Hallmark Channel. You can find it now on Hallmark Plus. It's a Buffalo Bills love story. And Raced, there it is. Shout out to Raced. This is why I hate Raced. He said we should actually do a movie review of that Buffalo Bills themed love story on Hallmark. And I stupidly said yes. So I have signed myself up to watch this piece of shit and then review it on our official YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. But here's the deal. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm willing to bet I know the plot of this Buffalo Bills love story. It starts off with a really promising story between two people that they think they're going to get married and live happily ever after, and they're going to get it. But at the end, it falls apart. They become ringless, if you will, and it just disappears somewhere in January. Is that the plot of the story? Because if not, it should be. And by the way, that's called a documentary, not a rom-com. So,
yeah, there's not a fucking chance I'm watching that.
Oh, I'm watching it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to suffer through it. And I'm going to hate myself for it. And I'm going to hate
FaceTime Race while he types up the entire power rankings for 12 teams that no one's going to read. He'll probably finish by the time the movie's over, and then you guys can just talk about how much you fucking hate each other.
Yeah, well, we might do that. But what I don't hate is the fact that you were back here on the show. I'm loving this. It's the 9th Annual Hatesgiving Day Parade. All of the balloons are getting shoved back in for another year. We can just bottle up all that hatred until the 10th annual, a decade of hatred coming up next year. But coming up later this week, the Miami Dolphins do play football. Yet again, they are back from Spain. They are back from the bye. They are going up against the New Orleans Saints, looking for 3 in a row, which is an official winning streak. I'll be back on Friday to preview this along with the good doctor himself, the two-time Hall of Famer. Chris, I'm excited to have you sit in the co-pilot's chair doing this game with me, previewing this game here in the town of Perfectville. 2 shows in 1 week. That's incredible.
Wow, you said on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I won't be here. So hold on. With good reason. You can look it up right now, the North Carolina State High School football playoff bracket. We are going into week 4. There's the Elite 8. There's 4 teams left in the west of North Carolina, and we're one of them. So we are a 5 seed. We've beaten the 4 seed and the 6 seed. And we have won 42-6 and 46-20. And we had a bye week in the first week. We are now going to play 12-0 Watauga in Boone, North Carolina. It'll be 20 degrees with 20-mile-per-hour winds. If we win that, we have one more game. Winner goes to state. And we will play at UNC Chapel Hill. And quick little shout out to my son. If you've made it this long, you love football, so I love to talk about it. He has 393 all-purpose yards and 5 touchdowns in the first 2 playoff games. So... yeah, he's doing really fucking good. Last week, he had 172 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and an 80-yard touchdown catch. So, and he has 2 offers.
He's the man. Well,
he has an offer from a D2 school and an offer from a D3 school in Iowa. So, where the fuck is everybody? This is crazy.
Well, just keep going on, Zach Thomas Cullen. Just keep doing it, and more offers will happen. I'm pretty sure of that, but that's exciting. So you won't be here on Friday. I will man the ship by myself yet again. I hate you for that, but I love you for doing what you're supposed to be doing here as Dad of the Year. You might not have won Fan of the Year, but you might be winning Dad of the Year, doing everything you possibly can with your son there, and rightfully so. So congrats to you.
28-13 Dolphins. I'll give my prediction.
28-13 Dolphin. There you go. So we're probably going to lose, ladies and gentlemen, because Chris isn't good at this, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I will be back. I'll give you all the odds. We'll jump into the Fanduel Sportsbook. We'll take a look at the over-under. We'll take a look at the spread. We'll take a look at what the Miami Dolphins could and should be doing against those awful New Orleans Saints. And as I talk, I see, there he is. There's the man right there. Rocking the clubs in the
practice. What's up, man?
We're recording.
This is Hey, look look at him get off. So, I'm not attaching myself to whatever my dad just said. I'm trying to get full ride right here. What's going on, Zach?
What's up?
So I heard you had 300 and almost 70 all-purpose yards the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Why not 400?
Yeah, that's correct. Heck yeah.
Why not 400?
Oh, why not 400? I don't know, man. Gotta ask the coach.
No, we were just talking about you. Your dad was just praising you, and rightfully so. I'll tell a quick story. I remember when you were just a wee lad. You're probably going to hate this. And your dad and I were drinking heavily downstairs at your old place, and you wanted to join us, not to drink, but you just wanted to be a part of it. And there was a baby gate, and you wouldn't get past the baby gate, and you were so mad. And eventually you went to bed. But I remember looking at that baby gate, and I remember you shaking it. And that baby gate, if you'd shaken it like one more time, was no longer going to be a baby gate. It was going to be a baby floor tile. And even back then, I was like, this kid's got some strength to him. He's going to be something if he wants to be something. And here you are being something. So I appreciate that. You're ruining Hatesgiving, though, because now I'm giving you all this praise. But we're supposed to be here talking about all the shit that we hate here.
What do you
the
hate?
NFL,
Do
the
you
Miami
hate
Dolphins,
anything?
and everything else. Yeah, what do you hate?
In the world. No, in the world.
What's
What do you
something that you hate? Do you hate like Cheetos? Do you hate Nabisco? Do you hate
hate?
anything?
When
What do you
people
hate?
cut you off in traffic. What do you hate?
Dude, when people cut me off in traffic, that's the worst. Just bad drivers, people who drive bad. That's one of my biggest
Bad drivers.
frustrations. Yeah.
Would that be like on a list of 8 things? Would you also hate outside of traffic, salt and mirrors and never mind? All right. An inside joke for everyone.
A meta joke for the meta joke. All right, cool. We got Zach on the show. That's cool. He
Look at that. We just got Zach Thomas on the show. That's how I'm promoting Hatesgiving. The 9th annual Hatesgiving Day Parade featuring a drive-by of Zach Thomas. I love it. All right, everybody. Well,
you can be like
Chris,
Zach Thomas in all caps, like Cullen, like in small words.
That's what I'm going to do. Zach Thomas Cullen.
Yeah. Hey,
right.
Zach Thomas was on. Cullen. What?
All right. Chris, enjoy your Thanksgiving. I can't wait to see your spatchcock turkey show up in my text messages. And everybody else out there, enjoy your own Thanksgiving. Enjoy the restaurant that you're going to be going to for a steakhouse, wherever else on Thursday. We hate you, and we will always hate you because that is our guarantee. Because we are, well, nobody else is perfect, but we're perfect. So on behalf of the two-time Hall of Famer and the good doctor, myself, the entire BLEAV Network, presented by Fanduel, the only thing left to say is goodbye from Perfectville.
Later.